intuitive in terms of figuring out what is for you or what's not necessarily for you. So any way you can align that sense of a good fit and make it vivid to the people who you're meeting with, then again, you'll do well in standing out from the rest of the folks who have the same aspiration.
Yes. And on that point, if you're reading a job posting that you think, well, I have this, this, and this, but I don't have that and that and that and the other thing, it doesn't matter. Apply for it anyway, because there's a fighting chance that you may have the three key things that we're looking for. The other three things are something that we can teach you as we go forward. So don't be afraid to apply for positions you don't have 100% of the qualifications for or the skills for, because you may have 90% of the skills and we can teach you the rest.
And don't be afraid if you need clarification to ask too. So I mean, like for a lot of the job advertisements, they actually indicate what branch you'll be hired into. If you need some more clarity on the job advertisement or on the actual position itself, don't be afraid to contact the person who's responsible for it.
And just a quick plug for our website on our bookmark. So if you actually go in there and click around, you'll find the resume writing guide, and you will find the interview preparation guide. So that's going to be very helpful for you as well. Lots of tips and tools in our websites and what we're looking for. And like what Luan was saying, if you don't want to call the branch itself, you can always call the recruitment center. And if it's a question we can answer, we can do that as well. We have a hotline.
Oh, great, thank you. So at this point, I'd like to give you all an opportunity to ask your questions. The one thing I would ask is that you try to keep your questions general so that it applies to most people in the room, and you can ask your individual questions to them later. Also, when you ask your question, if you could stand or go to the mic, would probably be our preference so we can get it on the video. That would be great.
I have a question about because I've been perusing some of the job ads, and I have a question about what you just mentioned, Ian, about applying even if you don't have all the qualifications, or you don't think you have all the qualifications. And other people had mentioned earlier to make sure when you're doing your cover letter and your resume that you make sure that you show that you meet all the qualifications. So how do you address that if you feel like you don't necessarily fit the list of 10 things, but you want to make sure that you address them in your cover letter without making stuff up, or without how do you deal with that if you're short maybe one or two of the qualifications, but you want to say that you could learn them? I mean, how should you address them?
Some of the postings will have mandatory qualifications, and there's nothing you can do about that. You don't have the qualifications, you don't have the qualifications. What I'm talking about are skill sets. So if there's a list of 10 skill sets that are required, communication skills, personal, whatever else, presentation skills, whatever else, that will be listed there. So you've listed the 6 that you do have, the 4 that you don't have. Seek to find